Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'll show you how to install and configure the DNS in Windows Server 2016. Let's get started. This is my workstation where I have two virtual machines. One is my domain controller, another one is Windows Server 2016, which has been installed newly. I'll go ahead and log in into the server. I just logged into the server. So in order to configure the DNS, you need to open this Server Manager console. This is Server Manager console. Click on Add Roles and Features. Click Next. So here it is asking us to select the installation type. We are going with the role-based or feature-based installation. We are not going with the remote desktop service installation. Click Next. And now it is saying that to select a destination server. See, if we have a multiple server, we can select the one server where we want to install the DNS. Since we are doing the DNS configuration on WinSRV01 server, so we can see only that server here. So it's already been selected default. So click Next. Now we got the page where we see the roles over here. So we can see so many roles over here. So we are installing the DNS server role. Let me click on the DNS server role. The moment you select the DNS server, a pop-up will be appear that is add roles feature wizard. You can see add features that is required for the DNS server. So we are adding the features. Click next. Click next. And now this page, it is giving some brief about the DNS server. What basically DNS server does is that it translates the host name to IP address and IP address to the host names. So generally humans can remember with their names, whereas computers they cannot remember with the names, right? So computers works only in a binary language. Let's say for instance, when you type the www.google.com, so what happens in the background? When you type the www.google.com, goes to the DNS query to the IP address. So your request will be done. So you can open the google.com. That's how DNS works. Click next and install the DNS server. Now we can see DNS role has been installed successfully. Close. Go to tools, the DNS. Let me expand the DNS. So you can see uh, there are two zones, forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. Let me expand this. So we do not have any zones in the forward lookup zones and reverse lookup zone. We do not have any content over here. So what forward lookup zone does is that it binds the host name to IP address, whereas reverse lookup zone it binds the IP address to the host names. Let me create one new zone under the forward lookup zone. Click next. You can see there are three primary zones. One is primary three zones over here, that is primary zone, secondary zone and stub zone, and you can see the fourth option is grayed out because we are installing the DNS in one clean server, whereas if you are installing the DNS on AD domain controller server, you can see this option will be enabled. Click next. Let me give some name for this zone, and so create the new file with the this file name, so it's creating a new file, and it is saying if we have any dynamic updates, we can allow the both non-secure and secure dynamic updates. So we don't want that. We do not allow dynamic any updates. Click next. Finished. So this is one of the zone that I have created now. Let me expand this. So the moment you create the zone, primary zone, you can see the default records over here. That is statement of authority and the name server, the host record, and there will be some records. So I want to make a separate video for that. So I'll talk about records and name record, sort of authority, pointer record, what is use of the records. So I'll talk more about the records and reverse lookup zone. Let me create one reverse lookup zone. So we have created forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone now. So like I said previously, forward lookup zone, it binds the host name to the IP address, and whereas our reverse lookup zone, it binds the IP address to the host name. Let's create one record, host record. Something like so I have the one server ESXi01. I'm creating the pointer record. Our record has been created successfully. You can see the pointer record. Do refresh. Yeah, that record is appeared here. This is how we create the zones and records. So I'll make a separate video for the zones, the use of the zones and use of the records. So what are the records that are available in the DNS? I'll make a separate video. That video will be part 2 video. So this is how we create the DNS. This is how we create the zones and records. Thank you so much guys. If you like my video, do subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.